This guide is how to remove your graphics cards. First, you want to remove your battery like that, and then unscrew this screw and this screw. Pull up like that. Here you can take out your RAM and your hard drive, but all you're going to need to do is remove this screw, the one that says M2.5XL17, and unscrew that. A pretty big screw. And then the other one right here, it'll say the same thing. Set those aside, and then you want to flip the computer back over. And here is the tricky part. What you're going to have to do is you should have a plastic piece to slide in between here, and I don't, so I'm going to take a small screwdriver and try to pop up touch panel right there. And then you want to slowly work your way down, being extremely careful. Also make sure your screen is bent fully back so it can pop off the hinges just like that. And when you pop it up, be very careful, because as you can see, you have a very, very small cable right there. To remove it, you're going to have to pop a little brown latch. Pop it forward and it will release that. After that, you're going to be met with this. A screw here, 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 and here. You're going to need a small screwdriver, and you're going to have to remove each one. Always make sure you have lots and lots of screwdrivers. I always put a magnet on the end of my screwdrivers. As long as you're not working around hard drives, it's safe. After you remove the last screw, you're going to pull up on the keyboard here. It's going to be free. And pull forward just like that. So pull those tabs. You're going to want to be careful because, as usual, or actually you want to pull back. As usual, there's a very small cable that can break. Right down there, you're going to want to lift up on a little brown tab and it'll pull right out. The brown tab right there. Yeah, it's really small. Oh. And there's another little latch right here. I should have paid more attention. Anyway, next you're going to have a metal bracket right here. There's going to be two screws, one right here this little corner. And it'll pull just right up. Set that aside. Now you're going to have to remove a screw right there. And back over here in this little corner right here, now you want to put right here and pull up after you fully unscrewed it. Pull up, and then you want to pull back, and you'll be met with your graphics card. There's the front, the connectors. There's your heat sink. Right there. Memory banks and everything. And then here is your fan. Right over here in the corner right there. That's your power plug for your fan. This is what was dead in my system. And that's all you have to do. Now to put it back together, just simply hold it up like this and slide it back into the slot. Lay it down. And don't lose your screw. Oh, well, I don't know where that went. That slides back into place. You'll need to put your 2 screws back in. And then after that, you want to put your bracket back on. Screw the 2 screws back in. And when putting your keyboard back on, you want to set it on your palm rest just like that. Lift the little tabs up, little brown tabs. And slide them back in. Just like that. Just 1 second, I can't do this with one hand. take your keyboard, line up these little tabs down here. The easiest way to do it is with the arrow keys. Put that back on. Don't miss one like that. And then you will want to screw back in these tiny screws, which is easier said than done. Make sure to screw back in all of the screws. I'm not doing so right now because I'm doing all the guides right now, and I have to remove it in another couple minutes, again, for the third time. After this, you want to reconnect your touchpad, or your touch panel. You'll have this little white cable. You have to flip up the brown clip and push in the white cable and reattach it just like that, and then just simply lay it back over just like this. Make sure it's all lined up. And push down. After that, you want to close the notebook, flip it back over, and now you want to put back in your 2 screws. The left and the right. You want to screw those back in. After that, you want to get the panel, line up these little tabs with the back here, and you want to screw the 2 screws right here back in, and line up your battery, pop that back in. Just as proof it's not going to blow up your computer,